Good morning, children. We have completed the first half of this chapter. Okay. The next topic is electromagnetic induction. What is that? Electromagnetic induction. From the first half, we have studied that Oersted said current produces magnetic field. Okay. With the help of many activities, we have come to a conclusion that current produces magnetic field. Can the reverse happen? Always there will be a question, no, in science, if this is correct, can that also be correct? So the reverse way, if you think, can a magnet produce current? That is a question. So the answer for this question was given by a person. Okay, I have put a dash. You try to find it out who this person is. I'll tell about him. This person, he was an English experimental physicist. What do you mean by experimental physicist? He doesn't get his schoolings. Okay, he was very poor. He was not able to go to school. But the help of the practice, what he is doing, no, he came to know that he is having some power inside, and he became a physicist. So he is an experimental physicist. And when he was small, no, when he was some 12 years old, he was working in a book binding shop. Okay, at that time many people used to bring books for binding. He used to sit and read all the books, and he got interest in science. Okay, and he had a customer. People used to come for binding, no. There was a customer and he gave a ticket. Ticket for what? Humphrey Davy's speech. In the olden days, if you see, now if you have any doubt, immediately we will Google and we will find out about the person, about that, this and all. But in the olden days, it was not possible, no. Only by reading, we will come to know, okay, this is happening, that is happening, and also the recent developments or the recent inventions, discoveries and all will be informed to the student, people. How will they inform? Scientists, physicists, chemists, biologists, they all will have different meetings with people, and they used to inform. So Humphrey Davy, you have heard of, I think. Humphrey Davy is a physicist, and he is from Royal Institute. You have heard of Royal Institute? It's a prestigious institute. Okay. So Humphrey Davy is a speech. He got a ticket for that. He went and he sat and he listened to that. He was really very impressed about that, and he started checking wherever his speech is there, no, he'll go and sit there, and he took all the details, whatever he is explaining, no, everything, he took the details of that and he sent it to him. So Humphrey Davy was also very impressed about whose work? This unknown person's work. Okay. And he made him the disciple, means he allowed him to work with him. Okay, so they started working. And good thing about this person is he loved science very much. Okay, and as an experimental physicist, he's not that good in maths and all. So he took some time to find out things. Two interesting things as usual I used to tell, no, that I like very much about this person is he found something what is called as benzene. Have heard of benzene, no? He found benzene, and he also did a great job in electrolysis. Okay, so those two things are very interesting. You read about him. So this person is, who is this person? Michael Faraday. Okay, Michael Faraday. So this person, year they have given 1791 to 1867. Okay, Michael Faraday, when Oersted said that current produces magnetic field, from 1825 to 31, he was working with what? Coils and magnets to find whether the reverse thing will happen or not. At last, no, he was fed up after 6 years. It was given as a story that he was fed up and he threw the coil and the magnet into the dustbin, and he came to know that there is a deflection. Okay, this was also accidentally and this was also accidentally. Okay, so he got it and he said that magnets can produce current. Okay, this is the story of that. Now we will see, there's an activity which is given in your textbook. We are taking a coil. The coil is having many number of turns. Okay, this is the coil. It is having many number of turns. And it is connected to a galvanometer. Have you heard of this word, galvanometer? Galvanometer is an instrument which is used to detect current in a circuit. I told you that day, ammeter. Ammeter is a device which is used to measure current, right? We used to denote it like this. Put a and this is positive side, negative side, or two terminals will be there. And if we put V like this and if you put that is voltmeter. It is used to measure the potential difference. Okay, ammeter, voltmeter, I will be asking you when I teach electricity. So this is galvanometer. The symbol is like this. See, G and terminal should be shown. So this is an instrument which is used to detect current. Whether current is there or not, it will tell in the circuit. See, a galvanometer will be fixed like this. In the middle it will be 0. Here it will be 0 and here it will be 5 and here it will be 5. When it is not connected, when there is nothing happening, it will point 0. Okay. And if there is any deflection, this will come, it may come either this side or it may go that side depending upon the direction from where it is getting that that thing. Okay, what we are going to study, what it will get. So in an ordinary thing, it will be like this. It will be pointing 0, or it may deflect this side left, or it may deflect towards the right. So this is galvanometer. Okay, this is about galvanometer. So we are doing this activity now. You are taking a coil like this and you are connecting it to a galvanometer. Okay, and what is the thing needed? Current is produced with the help of what? Magnets. So I am taking a bar magnet, and the bar magnet is having one north pole and one south pole. Okay, now 3 things I am going to find it out. This coil is like this. Okay, it is kept like this, and I am taking the magnet and I am bringing it near the coil like this. See, if you bring near the coil, what happens? In the galvanometer, we should see the deflection will be towards that side, the direction in which the magnet is coming, no, that side it will deflect. So if I bring the magnet like this, the deflection will be towards that side. I am not moving at all. I am just keeping it like this near the coil. Okay, there is no movement, there is no motion. I am just keeping it like that. What happens? Galvanometer will come like this. It will come to 0. Okay. Instead of showing north pole, if I bring the south pole near, or the same magnet, if I am keeping it like this and if I am taking it back again, some motion is there. If I do like that, no, what happens? It will come to the opposite side. This needle will come to the opposite side, that is towards the opposite of what happened first. Okay, so 3 things I have observed. What? First, when you are bringing the magnet, there is a motion, and what happens? Then if you are not doing anything, just keeping the magnet like that, what happens? And if you are taking back the magnet with some motion, then what happens? In the galvanometer, we are checking. So see, the deflection will be towards right, and then no deflection will be there, it will be 0. And if you withdraw it, the deflection will be towards left. So this is how the deflection takes place. Now, from this, we got a conclusion. What is the conclusion? The changing magnetic field causes a current in the coil. Okay, one current is produced in the coil. A current flows in the coil. Current flows in the coil when there is relative motion between the magnet and the coil. Okay. Third one is the direction of I. The direction of current depends upon the direction of magnetic field. So these are the 3 points which we have got as a conclusion. Okay, this is the activity. We should be thorough with this activity. One more activity is also there to tell electromagnetic induction. So the definition of electromagnetic induction, what they have given is the phenomenon in which an electric current is induced. See, induced. The phenomenon in which an electric current is induced in a circuit because of a changing magnetic field. It's called as electromagnetic induction. Clear with the definition? The phenomenon in which an electric current is induced in a circuit, current is produced in a circuit because of a changing magnetic field. Okay? Clear, I think. Bye, children.